Live at
Onigashima!
Onigashima!
I'm Anthony.
Chapter 1084.
Oh, come on. We didn't do that right.
I'm Jimmy.
Oh my god. Alright, we're doing chapter 1084, One Piece. Full spoilers. If you haven't read it, go read it. We're going to be talking about
to a
everything.
Chapter 1084 review and expects no spoilers, to be fair. Like, if they did it, it's on them.
Alright, well, we're going to get right into it then. Cover page, King of the Pirates, Monkey D. Luffy. He's here. He's the king of Shonen. He's sitting on his treasure.
I think you're looking at the wrong page. That's like the TCB one that's there every week.
What? The
one with the guns?
No. The one of him sitting on the treasure chest. Bro, do I have to screen share?
Oh, that's the Shonen Jump cover art.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Oh. Well, because the cover art for the other one's the one with all the girls. So I was
yeah. We have that too. That's a fun cover art. I think overall.
No one's here for the cover art this week.
Yeah.
So everyone's here for one thing and one thing only: the goddamn reverie.
Yeah, we had a continuation of last chapter, which is fun. So we got the obligatory like Bonnie Sabo interaction, whatever.
I'm glad to see. Like, it was kind of weird to just have Bonnie be like, "Hey, I'm here. Oh, I trust you. Bye," and then just leaves.
Yeah. It was like
is she going to do something else here in Reverie, or is it just like, "Oh, you're good. You're capturing Kuma. Okay, let me go to Egghead."
It was like Oda was just checking a box, you know, like, "Oh, this had to happen," like because I said it had to happen. But then the main meat of the chapter is Cobra confronting the Gorosei, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the big thing, right? I mean, the two main things he talked about, right? One, Lily, and then two, what is the will of D? One of them we definitely didn't get answered, but I'm interested to see what you think about Lily, because, I mean, I've heard it from a few people, and my initial thought is that Lily is Emu. Like, that's how it seems to be portrayed in this chapter to me. I don't know if you agree.
I think that a lot of people have been saying that, and it is kind of implied that, like, because there's been some evidence for that, right? Of like people think that, oh, if Lily was sent off to somewhere, then maybe she thought that she was gonna be like the dictator or whatever, and didn't agree with the putting down of the swords, and that's why there's 19 swords or whatever. But like, there could be a million explanations. I think personally what's more likely is that, because we've seen this from the government before, is that she was murdered in some way for defecting, rather than she is Emu and
so to
was
me
the defector.
That's the obvious answer, but it's also kind of what it feels like the Gorosei are telling us, which is why I don't trust it as much. Like, they're kind of implying themselves like, hey, she left from here, we don't know what happened, guess she died somewhere along the way, not our problem. And the fact that they're implying something like that makes me think it's not that simple, but that's what they want everybody to think.
You know what?
I think it could be Lily for a few reasons. One, like, people have already theorized that Lily is, or that Emu is a woman because of just the tendencies that she has, and like the fact that her name spelled backward is Umi, which is mother of the sea, like different things like that. So that's one thing. Then I also think the silhouettes, the one they show of Lily and then the ones of Emu, they kind of look similar to me, honestly. Like,
they have the hair shape, I guess. Yeah,
they have the hair shape, and then like it looks like the crown is cut off by the speech bubble in the Cobra one, so it's hard to like tell if that could be like part of Emu or not.
Right.
So,
well, you know, I think one interesting thing to think about with like who is Emu is like, okay, let's say it is Lily, right? Then how or why are they immortal, right?
okay,
a lot of people,
I think that's easy to like say though, right? Like the Ape Ope fruit.
That's
like,
the only thing we've gotten, right? As far as immortality.
But it makes a ton of sense. Like, one, they have to introduce it into the story to use it again at some point, so I think that's gonna happen. But two, they have to know what it does because it was used before, right? Like, it's not just gonna be something that's like, hey, if no one's ever used this power, how do we know it actually works? So I think it definitely was used before. And even if Lily isn't Emu, I think he or she could still be like, or immortal basically through the fruit.
Yeah, I feel like that's the only explanation. Maybe there's like another thing, but who knows? Emu,
I mean,
no fucks given, sat on the throne right in front of
I
Cobra.
also think that like Emu could be Lily because I think what could have happened is Lily got there like to the meeting with all the other 19 kings, right? And maybe they were actually gonna create like this world government, and it was going to be actually peaceful and not as like tyrannical as this one with all the shady shit they do. And Lily didn't like that so much, and I think she was more along the lines of, hey, that's not going to work, people aren't going to get along, I've seen fighting happen for years, like we need to have one strong ruler. And I think maybe nobody else agreed with her at that point, and maybe she could have slaughtered all of them and taken the throne. But I don't know. I feel like
I feel like that's kind of like spiraling though. I don't know what relevance that would have to the story. You know what I mean? Like, why?
I mean,
why any of that?
why? I mean, because there was a great ruler, king of the world at one point. Like, it's probably why somebody like Zebek looks to be the king of the world, is because he learned something about how there is a king of the world. And maybe this was like, maybe there was somebody before Lily also, and like that's what the ancient kingdom was fighting against, was this one power. And then right when they got to that point, like maybe Lily backstabbed them or something, right? Like, and decided it's like, hey, you all thought we were working together, but not me, I actually want to take the power for myself also.
Traitor.
Yeah.
Traitor among us. Well,
So
it's gonna be interesting to see like how it all unfolds. I think we're gonna get like an Emu reveal soon. Do you think you're gonna get another Reverie chapter? I think we're gonna get one more Reverie chapter, and then
we have to get
we're
at
gonna
least one more Reverie chapter.
and then I think we
Maybe
jump
not more.
straight back into Egghead after that.
I think so too. I think we've been away from Egghead for a while. I said it a few weeks ago where I was like, damn, we've been away from Luffy. I don't think we're even gonna get a Reverie backstory here. Thankfully, I was wrong, and we did get a Reverie backstory, but I don't know how long we're gonna stay in.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be one more like big drop next chapter, and then the chapter after that we're like, cause like what other big players has Oda got to even reveal at this point? You know?
I mean, they kind of showed what they needed to in the Reverie. They got Kuma, right? They're getting everybody out of there. They went over their plan. They have Cobra talking with these people. They just need to murder Cobra and then have basically everybody escape, like Vivi and
yeah, they pretty much like Oda has like hit all the points that he said he's had to hit, like the assassination, the attempted murder, what happened at the Reverie, like pretty much everything has been established.
Panel. Watching Sai and Leo destroy Charlos.
Oh my god!
I was so happy to get
so
to see that again.
satisfying, so satisfying.
But not only was it satisfying, I really like the fact that they're actually doing something. Like the Grand Fleet is actually making a name for themselves. And they're not just gonna be like random background characters. Like they're portraying Luffy here, right? Like they're doing literally exactly what he did, right?
Yeah,
like,
what did they say?
The same
yeah,
person.
They said even I'm looking at the Viz translation now. The murder of a celestial dragon. So they killed him, right?
Murder. Well, isn't it the attempted murder?
He said, well, everybody was saying it's a murder scene, like the murder of a celestial dragon.
Yeah, but these people are just overreacting.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I don't think they actually killed him. Like, Oda doesn't kill off characters like that easily, honestly. Like, I could definitely see Charles just continue to be a big punching bag, and I'm okay with it because
same.
He deserves it.
Yeah, he does.
Although on the other hand, I do like that they showed Mosgard. I know they showed it before, but him being like an actual good celestial dragon that's changed, and then not only that, but like specifically protecting the fishmen also. And it's like, hey, I know you're upset, but trust me, like this will only be worse for you long run if you fight here. Like violence isn't the answer for you guys. Like we need to not be racist and mend our ties together. But yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, I agree. It is nice to see them. So a lot of people are saying that this is how the Grand Fleet is going to connect to the incident at Egghead. So a lot of people are saying like that all of this is connected. So this is all in the same arc, right? All this, shit that we're seeing. So
yeah,
a lot of it is supposedly going to like be a culmination at this like giant Egghead incident. And there's some people that have said and I like this idea. I'll take it to be my own. That the Grand Fleet, you know, when we saw them at Dressrosa, it had said like, oh, there's like a great incident to come, but that's a story for another time, like the narrator box that happened when So people are saying that this is going to be it. Yeah, well, I mean, it very well could be if they're introducing all these big players that might show up at Egghead. Like, what if all the characters that we saw
because
are gonna like play a role?
They would have to show up. So it would either need all of them a reason to go to Egghead, which why would they go to Egghead randomly? Meaning the only reason they would have to go is if Luffy's Vivre card is like burning up. And then even at that point, they have to travel all the way there. It's not going to be something immediate, right? Like,
so what do you think? What do you think?
Card started burning up, and then Luffy couldn't get to him instantly, right? Like they had to travel.
So let me ask you this: what do you think? Like, I think right now with the people, with the players that are on Egghead, it's not hype enough to where it warrants the narrator box. I think even if Kizaru and the Gorosei and the Seraphim and all the Straw Hats and all the fucking Egghead Dr. Vegapunks like fight, Blackbeard is like the wild card right now, yeah. But like even with that, I don't think it's hype enough to warrant all these narrator boxes. You know, I feel like, especially with us seeing all the Reverie stuff now and it cutting away from Egghead for like 6 chapters, we're expecting something huge. So there has to be something like one besides Blackbeard. There's got to be like one more like wild card thing.
The Straw Hat Grand Fleet, because I think they're not gonna really join the story until the final battle. I think it could be the Revolutionary Army. I think we're seeing a lot of them here in the Reverie arc.
Yeah, it could.
And we've gotten way more development from them than we ever have.
Well, we're definitely gonna see
Kuma.
Kuma.
At the beginning of the arc, Shaka was telling Dragon, "Hey, yo, I'm gonna die," and like Dragon isn't someone to just like take that lightly. Like they could literally find out about like whatever Sabo tells them. So all of this that we're finding out, Sabo tells the Revolutionary Army, and then they're like, "Oh damn, we need Vegapunk or something," or we like that, along with him knowing they're gonna die and knowing that of course Gorosei is like on the move. Like I think they could show up also.
How are they gonna show up? They're on the other side of the earth. Like Kuma's coming over the Red Line, but how is the rest? You know what would be cool? I just thought of this is like a really dumb. What if Kuma's awakened, right? And he can use his paw powers to like teleport like large amounts of things, and he teleports Egghead Island to the Kamabaka Kingdom, and that's how the revolutionaries get involved.
I don't know if it'll go to Kamabaka. That would be hilarious to see him.
That'd be nuts. And then, bro, and then and that's the incident is like they are all of a sudden just like, damn. Also, Egghead Island went missing, and like Luffy gets the reunited, like he gets to meet Dragon and all that. Like that'd be funny, honestly. But then, like, where does Elbaf fit in, you know? I feel like everybody expects the next thing to be Elbaf.
I mean, because we know we got to go there eventually, and we know it's ending.
And it's close.
So, like, until the end of this, until we get Elbaf, the next island we're predicting is always going to be Elbaf. That's what happened after Wano. People are like, oh, we're going to Elbaf. Like,
what if the crew gets split up?
Basically, like, another thing that happened at Sabaody.
Right.
I feel like this is going to be the opposite, though. Because, like, Oda's been paralleling, like, arcs from pre-time skip to post-time skip. And this one's clearly, like, paralleling Sabaody. But the difference is pre-time skip, everything's kind of, like, flipped and a little bit backwards. Like, so I think instead of them getting defeated here, they're gonna come out on top here, and it kind of like shows their.
I think so too. Yeah, I think they're gonna take a W here.
I don't
for
really
sure.
think they're gonna take another big L in the story.
I think it's gonna be honestly
Blackbeard.
Right. Honestly, I think it would be like half and half. Like they probably win against the government here, but then Blackbeard does some bullshit, you know.
Well, the only other problem with that is the only thing I could see happening is maybe Robin getting stolen again. But I don't see Blackbeard needing Robin anymore now that they have Pudding.
Yeah, they already have Pudding, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. But this is all theories for another day.
Yeah, all theories for another day. Thank you guys for being here with us for our One Piece 1084 discussion. We missed a lot of things, you know, but I think we're gonna be talking about these in future videos. Like, there's a lot of power scaling to be done here as well.
Green Bull, Fraud Admiral still.
For Admiral
From
still.
last week, he hasn't improved.
Oh my god, go watch the Zoro and King episode. That shit was crazy.
Oh my god, so much power scaling.
Oh my
But
god.
yeah, anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and fight us in the comments as usual.
Yeah, absolutely. Start a fight with us, please. Peace, y'all.
Later.